Well, hello again, and welcome to another episode of Domino's Diecast. So pleased to see you here. This is kind of a rarer model that I'm going to feature from my collection. I bought it about, I'd say, 12 or 13 years ago now. So I've had it for a little while, but it's fairly newer than most of the other cars in my collection. This, as if you haven't found out already, is my 1967 Volkswagen Karmann-Ghia. These cars were pretty rare for their time, but when they were imported in the 60s, they become very popular among the hippie generation, you could say. They were unusual in their design. German cars usually were very unique, especially Volkswagens. As you can see, it almost... the way it's shaped even, just very unique. You almost, looking at from this angle, you almost did not know what was the front and what was the back, but clearly this was the rear end if you would just look at the door handles. As you know, I do love German cars. This one struck my eye when I first saw it. I was familiar with the Karmann-Ghia, but I had not seen too many, and I did not know that they made models of them at the time. They make a lot of them now, but I do say this is one of the earlier ones. This car also, whenever I take pictures of it or put it in video, I always have to adjust the lighting because of its sheer green color. It always makes it look blue in every form of media I put it in. But we finally got it. Finally got it to look right. Here's the front end. Here are the turning indicators, which look very space age, don't they? Look at that, they're almost like bullets. They come to a point. I really love that. I really do. You would think that this is the engine. It is not. Because of the grille here. That is not the engine. Everyone knows all classic Volkswagens had their engines in the rear. And that also was the same for the Karmann-Ghias. There you go. There's the engine bay. Just about the same motor that you would find in a Beetle. I love that script writing right there, Karmann-Ghia on the license plate, and right there on the back hood. It's very stylish and beautiful. I love the tail lights. Modern, but yet still classic for the time. I love that it's got a chrome stripping right here, which is rare to see for 67. Cars in the late 60s, less and less chrome. Definitely driving this down the street, especially in America, would get a lot of attention. People really wouldn't know what it was. They would know that it's foreign, but they probably wouldn't know what it was at first glance. There you go. The Volkswagen symbol right there on the hubcap. I'll now open up the doors for you. The seats do move, just like the Beetle models. I do believe this is made by the same company that made my 67 Beetle, which I featured in the very first episode of this little series of mine. There is the rear seat, right back there. Now I'll move the seats back so you can actually look in the front. Nicely detailed interior for the front. If the camera would focus a little bit there. There we go. Here's the driver's side. Kind of basic a little bit, but it really wasn't needed to be extravagant. This is kind of, it's not really a sports car. I'd say more of a sport coupe kind of car. Very uncommon, just very unique. Everything about it is unique. I do believe, now, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that's the fueling cap down there. A very odd place to put it, isn't it? I would think that it would be up here, toward the front, where the trunk is, which I have not opened yet for you. So I'll do that now. And yeah, it actually opens this way. There's the spare tire, which does come out, but I won't right now because it's kind of hard to put back in. Just a small little trunk space, not a whole lot needed. I'd say that this car would be perfect for a couple or just a single person living alone. Maybe a small family. Very unique car for its time. If you see one, which I have actually seen one in real life, it was nearly in this color too. Although the green was a little bit darker, it was almost like a blackish green. Which I think it was repainted because Volkswagens in this time, they were very colorful, so probably was green at one time and then they painted it black and mixed the colors together. That's a bad paint job if so. But, a very unique car for its time, isn't it? Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this little episode of my Volkswagen Karmann-Ghia. If you ever see one in real life, you'll know what it is now. I would definitely get a picture of it, because they're kind of hard to find. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.